have thought it? Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
And the brat's friends are the king's
The most
black.
iconic villains!
What on the hours? They're
Are
all
my
real
enemies.
brats
I'm
by the
so
look
honored.
of them.
You're no prize yourself.
Oh my god, really? You are guilty! Seize them! Sora! Do something! What was that Donald voice? I panicked! Vincent? No! Cloud! Who? What? Cloud! Why does he even dress like that? Why do you look so cool, bro? Why do you look so evil? Where'd you get a cape from? Please don't fight me. Oh my god.
Maleficent was right.
Stop
You
messing
don't have
around,
what it takes
Riku.
to save Kairi. It's up to me. Only the Keyblade Master can open the secret door and change the world.
Give that back. You're so villainous.
That's impossible. How did this happen?
Don't let it get to you,
I'm the
Sora.
one who fought my way here with the Keyblade.
You're correct.
You were just the delivery boy.
Oh!
Goofy.
Riku's like, what about me? You're not
How
as
will you
charming.
fight without a weapon?
I know now I don't need the Keyblade. I've got a better weapon.
Friendship.
My heart.
That too. Yes.
Your heart?
Yeah.
What good will that weak little thing do for you?
It's the one thing you want. Why don't you ask yourself that? There are question marks after the Hades Cup. Well, okay, we're going in then. Jahar, why'd you click it? Why did I do that? I don't even know. I have a sense of adventure in video games that does not exist in real life. Somebody at my front door and they're gonna be so concerned for me. Oh no.
I give up.
I love it. It's so cute. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
His heart belongs again to darkness. All worlds begin in darkness, and all so end. The heart is no different. Darkness sprouts within it. It grows, consumes it. Such is its nature.
Honestly, let him cook.
In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came. You see, darkness is the heart's true essence.
Go off, King. I mean, no.
The heart maybe was kind of thinking the same thing.
Seriously? Me
Whoa.
too. One look at this castle, and I just knew. Our very best friends. They're here.
Sora grew up, bro. I leave him alone for 24 hours. What is...
My show now, Keyblade Master.
Hello.
Who am I? Oh, my name's Axel. Got it
Axel.
memorized?
Sure.
Sure, yeah, you just told me that.
Good. You're a quick learner.
He's condescending. Calm down, Jahar. Calm down. Yes!
Lucia.
Marluxia. Milkman! Oh! 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 What? What?
I
Sir,
don't
what?
care. You can erase my memory.
No!
Sora, why'd you say that?
That's what I'm saying, Goofy!
Who will I look after if I don't have Naminé?
Kyrie?
So just
Riku?
do it.
Yourself?
Erase my memories. Destroy
Goofy?
my heart.
Just have to get it out of my system, okay. Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again. Don't let me change my mind.
She will implant the loveliest little memories you could ever hope for.
Oh, I feel kind of bad for him now, actually.
It's no big deal that they're all lies.
He doesn't want this. Oh, I feel bad.
Your heart will be mine!
He practiced that entrance. I know he did. In the mirror.
Me face the darkness.
That is correct.
New character unlocked? Okay.
It is.
Yes, pause. Who is he? He's got, I like the checkered jacket. His hair is very spiky. Your hair must be spiky to be a main character. Who is this boy? Oh, he got RGB on his hips. Ow! Ow! No! I don't like the way it moves! No! It's fine. This is all just a simulation anyway. That's how I feel about real life. Have you ever thought that? You're just like, this is all just a simulation anyway. Who cares? Increases fire, blizzard, and thunder resistance. Oh my god, cute! What do you mean? I just live in a small town. What would I need fire, blizzard, and thunder resistance for? Stop! No! I just stopped crying! And they're like, well, you saved the world and all of the world, Sora. Good job. Now all you have to do is find your friend and the king, and then we can go have a tea party. But first, a nap. And then he wakes up from a nap, and they're like, no, the world isn't saved. Everything is still terrible, and you have a new mission. And he's like, what?
Let's cut to the chase. Here's the deal I'm gonna offer you. I let you out of the slammer. No strings. You'll be free as a bird. And all for one little job. Fight Hercules in the Colosseum to the death.
This is my story. And you're not part of it.
Did you forget who you're talking to? I am the Lord of the Dead!
No wonder no one wants to die.
Well, I happened to stumble across this in the Zero District.
Uh-huh. Ooh.
Pooh's storybook.
It's Pooh Bear.
That's right. I know you're a good friend of Winnie the Pooh, Sora. That's why I summoned you.
We are friends.
Belongs to me.
Okay. What is those?
What a hag.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Sorry. Ew, you can't just consume people. Oh. Okay, we're gonna go check this out. I don't know what this is, but let's check it out. Uh-oh. Oh! Larkstein? What? Huh? Girl, oh, don't be scared, don't be scared. You beat her the first time with cards. And like, I feel like Elizabeth Swan's like, how long have you been traveling the seas trying to find all these pieces of gold? And he's like, for 10 years. And I'm like, not to be rude, because like, this isn't my problem. But like, I expected you to say more than 10 years, sir. Like, 10 years is still within like a regular human's lifetime. Like, I thought you were gonna say like 100 years, 1,000 years. Like curses are serious, but you're like 10 years. And I'm like, oh. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you done found that gold pretty quickly then. Like little pieces of gold around the world, and it took you 10 years only? Like, y'all are pretty efficient. You should advertise that. Put that on your resume or something.
Yes,
Not to be rude, guys, but what is Eminem doing in this game? To have a discussion.
How long has it been since I abandoned that name?
Out with it, nobody! Where's Kairi? Where's Riku?
I know nothing of any Kairi. As for Riku, perhaps you should ask your king.
Whoa! Whoa! That's unnecessary! Whoa! Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Okay. To become one? Stop! With Roxas's little pendant? So I can see. Wait! Let me see! Why are you so big, bro? Aw, Pluto knows. Pluto knows! Pluto knows!
Riku, you're really here?
Hello, the high difference! What the I'm cool.
Perish now.
Ooh. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Give in.
Roxas was 13? Did I know that? I feel like I should have known that. And then he was... Organization... This is called Organization 13. Isn't it? I feel like it's been forever since I played this. So why is there a 14? That doesn't make any sense. We have to kill her. Anyway, moving on. Yes, dear. Oh! Oh my god, she's cute!
Best of luck today.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Nominee? Why she look like Nominee with the wig? You have to play with your friends every day.
7 days, maybe.
7?
Kids spend the time just do.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you for that one. I'm gonna get you.
Why? You're the real sham.
Yeah, I know you are, but what am I? Sorry.
Fair enough. You could say I am the biggest nobody of them all.
Hey! Double entendre up in the sky. Let's go, Riku. Reverse Uno card with the deep slumber, though, right? You should bring her seashells. She liked that. She did that for you. Go get some seashells, Roxas! Stat! Please let me go with you one last time, she said in bracket. No! Somebody get her some iron! Hot girls are anemic! We have to keep the iron on hand.
Because you guys are my best friends.
A notch above plain friends.
Get it memorized, all right? We are best friends.
Oh, look, books. Who was reading them? Axel reads? Sorry, that was rude. That was rude, Axel. I was uncalled for.
Is that because you're a puppet?
Oh my god, Axel, you can't just ask people if they're puppet.
Or and that girl he's always with.
You mean Kairi?
Kyrie.
Who's Kyrie? Sorry.
Well, we've had our share of drama lately.
Remember like earlier when you tried to kill Shion? And Shion tried to kill you because you both thought that the other was a heartless. Because the organization set you up to kill each other. Woo! Good times. Good times. Oh, I love it. Ice cream fixes everything, though. I
Promise.
What's your problem?
Hi, I'm here. I'm like all cozied up as if it's not like 100 degrees outside, but I'm cold. Because our air conditioning is blasting right now. Oshonte. Hello, everyone. Ohayo gozaimasu. Yes. I hope you're well. Hi, Hikari. Hi, Zarak. Hi, Rika. Hello, Namadi. Welcome in, Nubian. Chris, how you doing? Hi, Adrian. Hi, M. Hi, Jeezy. Hi, Calvin. Hi, Ibuki. Ohayo, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope y'all are doing well. Happy Saturday. Hi, Prime. How you doing? Hi, Angie. Y'all, check this out. Boom. Boom. You're like, what is that, Jahara? I'm going to show you. I was using it last night while I was playing Baldur's Gate. And it worked out really nicely, except I wrapped it too tightly and my circulation got cut off. But that's how we know it works. Okay, so hold on. I'm going to do it and I'm going to try and figure out like the perfect tightness because it's kind of hard to figure it out. Okay, we're going to try that. Yeah, it's a wrist stabilizer. I think it goes this way. No, it goes this way. Okay. It's a wrist stabilizer. And it should help you. Oh, no, not my hair. It should help you, girl, avoid wrist pain while I play today. I didn't do that right. Okay. I got to start it a little bit higher. I'm not used to these things. They're kind of hard to, like, get in there. No worries, Ibuki. I hope that your shift at work is smooth, easygoing. If you work with customers, I hope they are all nice to you. Okay, see, that feels right, but it also feels a little tight. I don't know. I don't really know how this works. I'm going to try it, though. I'm going to try it. We're going to see how it goes. It is 100% stabilizing the wrists. It is if your fingers start to tingle. Yeah, that's what happened last time. My fingers started to tingle and I was like, okay, it's a little bit too tight. But it's hard to figure out like the happy middle between it feels like it's not doing anything and it actually is helping. You know, like, and it's too tight. I'm trying to figure that out. Hey, Haas. I also have a second one. It did come with 2. Ignore that. It did come with 2. But I don't know that my left hand really needs it. My left hand has always been a lot more resilient than my right because I am right-handed. But yeah, we might just have to play around with it. I'm going to have to pause while we play and just see if I need to adjust it or what have you. Things like that. But other than that, you know, how's everybody doing? Happy Saturday. I have had a relatively productive Saturday so far. Like, I actually got up and the first thing that I did was, like, go walk on my treadmill. I don't know what I'm on, y'all. I'm not sure who she is. I do need to open up Finch so I don't ruin my daily streak, so do pardon me. Hello, how are you, Nakyo? Let me get that streak ready to go. I think that's a 55-day streak. I'm in a good mood, though. I am in a good mood. Another nice big breakfast. A nice big breakfast. I had a good big breakfast. I had an energy drink. I walked on my treadmill, so I felt like 5K steps. My husband went out and did like a bunch of yard work, so our backyard is looking. Also, you know, W's in the chat for my husband doing yard work because it is. He went out in the morning to try and avoid the heat, but this is still Arizona, so let's see. How hot was it? It's 102 right now. And the first thing he did when he woke up on Saturday morning was to go do yard work. Like, wow. Like, wow. Okay. I can't believe he did that, and I really appreciate him very, very much. Hi, Socia. It is important to have a healthy breakfast. It's also more important to have a lot of potatoes. I don't know that that's actually a health recommendation, but when I have more potatoes, I am more happy. At this point, it's a direct correlation. Well and truly. Yeah, well and truly. I started using Finch because of you, and it's been really nice. Oh, I'm glad that you like it, Angie. I'm not even sponsored by them. I just really like using, it just works for me. You know? It does. I did my 15 minutes doing that. I haven't done enough to send him on an adventure yet today. Hi, Hazard. Y'all be visiting me all the time. I'm sending you strength. Okay. What else do I need to do? I need to get more points so I can send him. I need 12 more energy, but I just have to do things like drink water. If I drink water, then I can tick off one of my other things. Okay, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. Yep. But I hope y'all had a good weekend. I hope you had a good Friday. I had an excellent Friday. I finished work early, and then I watched Kenny play Death Stranding 2 for a while. Death Stranding is such an interesting game. It's definitely not my cup of tea, but I do like to watch it. Usually he just lets me know whenever there's like a cutscene happening, because other than that, it's just a whole lot of walking, bro. But he really, really likes it. It's so good. And the music in that game is so freaking excellent. So I've been enjoying watching that. And then I played Baldur's Gate with Chelsea. We have like a Baldur's Gate run that we did. And y'all, I actually somewhat regretted the fact that we play a game without filming it, because we had so much fun. There was a point where we both laughed so hard that Chelsea was like on the ground, like crying, laughing from just how ridiculous the situation was. Like, we haven't gotten that far because we are clearing the map of Black and talking to every single NPC in each area that we go to. So we are in the Grove right now. I pickpocketed Volo's potion of invisibility because we were curious what would happen if he didn't have it when he gets captured by the goblins. So he doesn't have that anymore. He started calling the bear a thief. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll find out. We fought the harpies down at the cove, if y'all have seen that. And y'all, can I just tell you about this battle? We thought we were gonna die. The little boy that gets like lured was right at the edge of the nest, and Chelsea was dead, like dead. Like no more saving throws, dead. She was dead. Asterion was dead. And Gale was knocked out. He had a saving throw, but he had like the 1 health and he was just out. And it was just me and 3 harpies. And I had 7 HP left. And I was like, it's been good knowing you. We're going to have to start over from here. I'm going to die. But I was looking through my stuff and I was like, Chelsea, I don't know what to do. I have 2 harpies in front of me. All of you guys are dead. We don't have any. I only have 1 more healing potion, and it's not going to work on you guys because you're dead. I don't have any more scrolls of Revivify, and if they hit me, they're going to kill me. And then I looked at my inventory, and I had a scroll of burning hands, and I didn't even know what that was. But Chelsea was like, use the scroll, and all of the harpies were in front of me. They'd surrounded me, right? And I was like, okay. So I used the scroll, and it hit all of the harpies, and it killed all 3 of them at once. Just all of them dead, battle over. And I was like, the screaming, I was jumping up and down. I'd never even used a scroll of burning hands, but it was perfect. We won. We saved the little boy. I was so worried he was gonna die. Like, soloed all the harpies. Like, oh my god, it was so fun. So we did that. And then we accidentally came across this bugbear assassin. I didn't know there was an assassin in the grove at some point. I don't even know what he was doing there. But we're like looking on the edge of this cliff because we found a treasure chest. I was like, treasure box, treasure chest. And then when we were opening the treasure chest, all of a sudden we were in initiative, and we were like, in initiative with who? And the game was like, you're fighting a bugbear assassin. We were like, what assassin? And then we realized he was like up at like above the cliff, right above us. And we were like, oh, well, maybe he won't come down here. And he came down as soon as Chelsea said that, he came down the cliff and pushed Gale over the cliff. And Gale just went flying, landed at the bottom of the cliff in the water, and just died. We were like, oh. It was literally the first move in the entire fight. Just, oh no. Just ran down and was just like, pow. So don't get in fights on the edge of cliffs. The NPCs will just push your butt off of the entire cliff and you will just die immediately. So we had a good time. It was fantastic. Hi, Ryan. No, I just haven't changed the title yet. I didn't change the title. Today's technically day 11. Yeah, day 11. So let me just adjust that. It's the weekend. My brain isn't all there. But we had a great time. Gale was fine. He recovered. Because by that time I had a level 2 spell for inflict wounds. And I killed that bugbear in one hit. Y'all, I was soloing, okay? Offensive cleric of Selune. That's me. I got this. Okay? And by the way, I came from the Kingdom Hearts videos. Hello, welcome in. Yeah, sometimes I just forget to change the days, but like once the stream is over, I rectify all of that. But it's Saturday, and sometimes I'm a little bit late, you know? I hope you're enjoying the Kingdom Hearts playthroughs. There's so many. There's so many videos. Y'all, can you believe it's been a year since I started Kingdom Hearts? I remember feeling so intimidated by the series. Like back in the day when I first started and everyone was like, are you going to play all of the side games? And I was like, maybe. I might just play 1, 2, and 3. Let me get through 1 and we'll find out how I feel, if I really want to play the rest of them. And now look how far we've come. Truly. Like, well and truly. It's amazing. I'm so happy to be here. And I chuckle thinking about how I actually thought I was going to skip all of those middle games and think, I can't believe I would be so confused. I would truly be so confused. Your reactions to everything Kingdom Hearts is everything. Oh, thank you. I have so much fun. It's such a fun series. It's been a year already. I loved it. There's old mobile games in which are listed from the app stores and they have important plot points. You can find cutscenes of those. No worries. I'll get around to it. I've got plenty of time, and I want y'all to know at this point to please have faith in me. You've watched me get this far so far. And I have been paying hawk-eyed attention to the plot. If you've been watching my videos, you know this. Just believe in me. Okay? Just believe in me. Hi, Septia. Hello. Also, the fact that my favorite game is still Birth by Sleep. And that's not one of the main games. Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep. The Donald voice flow. Oh, God. I tried to do y'all, I don't think he's posted it yet. My husband made a clip where he spliced the clip of me with Donald's voice with the one when we were in Alice in Wonderland. And immediately after that clip, he spliced in the clip of Toad singing Chandelier. He just showed it to me. He hasn't posted it. He made it just to show it to me. And I was like, you are so wrong for that. But the way that I do sound exactly like Toad singing Chandelier. I was like, you're right though. I sound exactly like that. I'll find where he edited it and we'll just post it to YouTube. Probably. Because it's funny to me. And probably TikTok. I was so insulted and yet I laughed really hard. So good. Jahar and Donald drinking tea and going to the party together is so real. It's gonna be good. Birth by Sleep is that girl. That reminds me. Okay, this is kind of random. But you guys, I was thinking of Konishi last night. I was thinking of Konishi, my girl Konishi. Ne. And then, okay, how does this work? I don't know how Amazon, go away. I don't know how Amazon like works on the computer. I made this thing. Again, this is totally not required, but I was talking to my husband, so I was like, hold on. I have no idea how this works. And no, not that. How do you just like share it? How do you... I have no idea how this works. Invite, view, copy link. Okay. Does this work? Does this work? Because I realized that it should work. You can open it. Look what I found some stuff to do the rest of Konishi. Because I have her dress. I just don't have her shirt. And then I need to modify the dress because she has like ruffles on the bottom of her dress. And then I need a blonde wig. And then I added a few things for Beat. Although I think the majority of what I can get for Beat, I can get from a... What's the word I'm looking for? A Goodwill? A thrift store? So it's just like the birthday one. But if y'all ever are interested, I'm going to like link it. I'm going to put it in like my general links or whatever. So if you ever want to see a cosplay from me, this is where I'm going to be putting things that I need for cosplays. So like once they come together, then I will do it. So that's what I have. Konishi only needs the 3 things. And then I have everything else I need for Konishi because she's pretty basic. Remember to get a skateboard too. I think I actually have a longboard do I still have a longboard? Fun fact about me, I can longboard. I can't skateboard, but I can longboard. They just feel a little bit, the wheels on longboards are bigger and they're like a lot more stable, but I can actually longboard really well. I used to longboard instead of bike in college because my bike when I was in college got stolen 3 times. 3 times. And it wasn't even because I was being not careful with it. Y'all, I had one of those industrial U-locks, like the ones that are like really big. And every single time someone came and cut it with like bolt cutters. People were literally walking around bolt cutting like the things off of the locks off of bikes and stealing them. Like 3 different bikes. 3 different bikes were stolen from my apartment complex when I was in college, when I was a freshman. So the same year, until I finally gave up and just bought a longboard, because at least with the longboard, I can bring it inside my house, my apartment. Do you know what I mean? So I stopped buying bikes and I got a longboard and I learned how to longboard. And that's what I did. Waiting for a yesified cosplay of Joshua, but Roxas said, the thing about Joshua, hi Morgan, thank you for the resub, is the man's just in a shirt, a white shirt and jeans. There's not a whole lot I can do for Joshua, unfortunately, but I can definitely do Beat and I can definitely do Konishi. Shiki would take a little bit more work, and so would Neku, because that one I have to like actually isn't Yasified Joshua just regular Joshua. Period. Yeah. But if y'all ever want to help me out with the cosplays, that is what that list is. I'm gonna make a little hold on, let me go to Streamlabs and make a thingy for it. Instead of a birthday, it's just like I will yeah. I have a bike stolen from my car because I forgot to lock it. That sucks. Right, he's basic, but like sometimes I'm very aware that I don't look like a lot of the cosplays I do, so the outfit has to be identifiable enough to make up for the fact that I don't look like the character, you know? Being a different skin tone and then also being a different gender, the outfit can make up for a lot. I think my favorite yassified version of a character that I've done is either Barrett or Balthier. Probably. Barrett or Balthier. Because my Balthier cosplay was on point, y'all. I love that thing. But Barrett's also really fun because of the big gun arm. It's hard to argue with that one. A little too fun, eh? Is it chat box? No. Alert box? No. Back. No. Go away. Hi, Daru. Yeah, it's buffering. It's buffering. Let me go to my cloud bot while I do this. Meow. Meow. Let's call this one Cosplay. Beep, 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 beep. Hold up. Let me finish this because I don't know how people want to ask Jahara. Okay. Do, 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 do. Boom. There we go. Boom. Confirm. Do, do, do. There we go. Your bout there was eating too much, I'm afraid. Oh, thank you, Manny. It was really fun. Wonder if I'll do a Vincent cosplay one day. Yes. Yes. But not until I finish Rebirth. Because generally speaking, I don't really know Vincent that well. I've played the original 7. But also Vincent is a little more technical. He's a little closer to Barrett in terms of difficulty because of his gauntlet arm, I guess you could call it. And for me to go through the effort of making a metal armored appendage, isn't also, side note, isn't like a gold, it's kind of like a gold version, like a more like gold yassified version of like Full Metal Alchemist, like Edward's arm. Does anyone else see that when you look at Vincent? Because I do. I'm just like, with like the red cloak, because like Edward has like a red cloak jacket, and then like the silver automail arm, and then Vincent has like the red cape with the gold like nails arm, you know? Like I know it's not a full metal arm, it's armor, but like I'm just saying, in my head, I totally see it together. But yes, one day. One day I'll do Vincent. So right now, my favorite Vincent cosplay I've ever seen is obviously by my friend Aaliyah Will. If y'all haven't seen her Vincent cosplay, you're missing out. It's cute, girl. And her Sephiroth. Honestly, I haven't touched Sephiroth because I'm like, how am I supposed to? Well, there's 2 reasons. One, Aaliyah did it and she crushed it. And 2, if you try and like buy a Sephiroth jacket, it's supposed to be leather, right? The like ones you can buy are pretty cheapish because it's like supposed to be leather, but they're not actually leather. So they're kind of cheapy. Do you know what I mean? So that makes me want to make it, but also like even like faux leather, like making a full leather floor length cloak. Like I gotta really want it. Okay, like because that's a lot of work and a lot of supplies. So Sephiroth maybe one day. Also, we all know that I don't like white hair, but I still feel like he deserves it, especially with the Bayang. With the Bayang, you can probably find it on Twitter or on her Instagram, MJ. If you scroll through, you probably find her Vincent. I don't know how long it's been since she's done her Sephiroth. I don't know about that one, but I'm sure if you scroll back through, you'll be able to find it. She does a lot of Final Fantasy, but she also does Casca. Casca? I don't know. I have never seen Berserk, but the character from Berserk, she has a lot of like versions of Casca. I don't know which one sounds better. Casca? I don't know. Her. She does a lot of that. She's also done an Urbosa. That was real cute. Yeah. My girl. She's also done a few like dark elf cosplays and stuff from like really older animes I've never seen personally, but I know. She eats. I love it. She's the one who did Casca. I already saw her cosplaying before. It's so good. Yeah, that's Aaliyah. She does the State of Slay. She's one of the girlies that does State of Slay with us. So it's me, Aaliyah, Alex, and Chelsea. Chelsea Bites is like the girl that does builds and like computers and things like that. And then she's like variety and she has a lot of hosting. Alex on Instagram and TikTok is most known for her mentality work, which is just how the absolutely unhinged X-rated stuff she says on her stream constantly. They're hilarious. And then Aaliyah is mostly known for her cosplays and her ASMR work as well. She does a lot of ASMR and stuff like that. So we all are known for different things, but all of us do a little bit of cosplay. Casca. Those mentality clips take me out. They're so funny. I love them so much. She just like puts together like all of the crazy stuff that comes out of her mouth when she's streaming, and it's absolutely unhinged. It's so great. Oh, that's right. Aaliyah recently did a Night Rain cosplay of the witch. I'm not really dialed into Night Rain, but I remember that one. Stunning. Are we surprised? Obviously not. I saw your recent short on the dating game. Y'all are so funny. Oh, we had so much fun. And we literally got to play it like alongside the main dev. And like I know it's really cool that that he was the dev of the game and he was playing with us. But I also want you guys to know that he is the voice of Prompto in Final Fantasy 15. He's also the voice of Spider-Man. Like we got to play alongside the voice of Prompto, aka the voice of Spider-Man for as long as Spider-Man has been animated, pretty much. So like a literal celebrity and many, many more things. But those are the two things that mean the most to me personally. Look, it's so cool. So cool. And he was so nice. No, it was a surprise from Alex. Alex is good friends with him and we just didn't know. So she done surprise stuff. I'm glad she kind of did, because if she told me that he voiced Prompto ahead of time, I probably wouldn't have been able to have a normal conversation. Y'all remember the story when I met Zach's voice actor and how that went for me? Do any of you happen to not know that story? Because, yeah. Oh, you don't? Okay. I guess it's been a while since I told it. I guess it was last year. I got invited to the premiere of... What's the Final Fantasy 14 expansion that happens after Endwalker? Dawn Trail. I was invited to the Dawn Trail, like... launch party thing, and wait, that was a different time. Square Enix is lovely. I was invited to the Rebirth launch trailer or launch premiere or whatever for Rebirth, and I got to meet Barrett's voice actor, Tifa's voice actor, Aerith's voice actor. I'm actually well acquainted with Brie. She's lovely. Met her several times before. I've done interviews with her. She's so nice. But I got to meet Tifa, and I got to meet Bree, and we got to meet Yuffie, and we got to meet Matt Mercer. That also didn't go well for me. But I was taking pictures with a lot of the voice actors in like the little photo booth, being a totally normal person, taking pictures, right? And we're smiling, we're taking pictures. And at one point, after we're done taking pictures, I'm talking to one of the people there. Don't know who it is. I don't really know who a lot of people are at these things. I don't know if they're a content creator. I don't know if they're press. I don't know if they're a voice actor. I don't know if they work for Square Enix. Just talking to people. And it came up that the person that I was talking to, having a very normal conversation, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm one of the voice actors on the game." And I was like, "Oh, that's so cool. Who do you play?" And he was like, "Zach." And you guys, yeah, have you ever like felt close to passing out where like the sound just kind of goes and you're like your vision narrows? I was having a normal conversation with this man. And then he said that and I was like, and everything got really quiet and my vision just kind of narrowed. And then I burst into tears and said, "I'm so sorry," while I was crying. I said, "I'm so sorry. Can I please hug you?" Grayson, hi! Thank you for the resub. 57 months, 57 months. Yeah, so I literally devolved and started crying in front of this man and was like, "Can I please hug you?" And he was like, sure. And I was like, I was hugging him and just crying. Again, totally. I'd been taking pictures with him up till this point, talking to him normally. I just didn't know who he was. I was a normal human being until that. And I just started crying. It was not a normal reaction. But yeah, I mean, in my defense, it had only been a few months since I'd played Crisis Core. Okay. And Crisis Core was really, really intense, you guys, if you've ever played it, okay? What am I supposed to do when the ending of Crisis Core is like that? Obviously, I'm gonna cry. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yes, Caleb. So that's how that went. Normal human being turning into crying mush immediately. Exactly, Grayson. Also, how have you been? I hope you've been well. Missed you. So that's how that went. He was really sweet about it. And then as far as Matt Mercer, most of you know what happened with that one. It was just, we were all in the room and there was like bar tables, like bar top tables where there's no chairs. You just stand next to them, right? And so there were a bunch of those. Oh, I'm sorry. There were like the high top chairs. So you can have, but most people were just standing around because it was like a kind of cocktail hour sort of thing. No alcohol, but like that's the vibe in the room, right? And I was talking to somebody and then I looked over and I was like, "Oh my God, that's Matt Mercer," who I believe plays Vincent. He does a lot of stuff, obviously, but that's what he was there for. And I was like, I should go say hello. I don't know when I'm going to have another chance to meet him. And because I was worried that he was going to like walk away, I was like, I have to hurry. I got to hurry. And so I turned to like go in his direction. And I don't remember anymore what I tripped over. I just remember that I tripped. Whether it had been over a chair or my own 2 feet, I tripped and landed in front of him. I didn't fall on the floor, but I tripped all dramatically, like hands out like this, and then landed like this in front. So he's standing right here and just like this. And in that moment, my brain was like registered, like you've landed in front of Matt Mercer. What are you going to do? Are you going to get up and keep going? But then my brain was like, you're already here, girl. So recover. So like I was like this, right? And so I was like, hello. I'm Jahara. I literally, like, I didn't stand up straight. I greeted him from the, like, I've fallen position and then was just like, hello. So, I'm Jahara. And he was like, are you all right? I don't remember, but I feel like he said something about my entrance or the impression that I made. I literally tripped in front of Matt Mercer. He was very sweet about it. Y'all know a lot about him. He's a very nice person. That was not any surprise. There was no surprises there. But I'm really glad because I could have gone from my tripped position and then just kept walking like I pretended he didn't. But like I know he saw. So I was like, if he's gonna see, I might as well just say hello. So that being said, I do have pictures with me and like a lot of the voice actors. I don't know where I put them. I was looking at them the other day and I can't remember if they're far back in my iPhone or what. Oh, I remember now. I remember. I saw them in my Canva. I was like, where did I put these? I saw them in my Canva, you guys. And I was like, why have I not posted these? I just like had a thing for a while where I was just like, nobody really cares. Honestly, if in 10 years Matt Mercer's like, aren't you the young woman who tripped in front of me? I will say that it was worth it. I will say that it was worth it. Like if somehow I am still in this man's memory purely because of that, because how else would that ever happen? At that point, that feels like divine intervention for some, like, thank you. I'm so glad I did that. That would be so cool. But yeah, everybody there was nice. The only voice actor that I haven't met from the Final Fantasy franchise in terms of main characters is Cloud. And he's never been at any of the events that I've gone to. Most of the time, all of the other actors are there. Aerith's actress is always there. Occasionally, Tifa's actress is there, but most of the time she is. I've also met, we all know I've met Ben, and I met Sid's actor from 16. So, but I've never met Cloud's voice actor. Or Sephiroth. Or Sephiroth. Never Cloud or Sephiroth. I think that's okay though. I don't know that I'd be able to act right, to be honest with you. I do not know that I would be able to act right. Yeah. It just doesn't seem like it would be in the cards for me. Oh, I found this picture of with Yoshi P. Hold on. Let me put that at least in the Discord for a second. Where do I put that? Selfies, I guess. Me. Can I drop this in here? Will this work? No? Copy? Paste? Nope. Oh well. It's in my Canvas. So I'll have to find out where I put it in general. No, in terms of just like the main 7. I'm talking about the main 7 cast. And then I was like, I've met some of like 16 cast as well. But mostly just the main 7 cast. Yeah, no, I've never met anyone from 10. Because I've never been to an event for 10. Any of like the newer games. So basically from like remake on, would be the ones that I've had the opportunity to meet. Goes to a con expecting totally normal actions from people. They're going to be very confused. Very true. But also this wasn't a convention, Morgan. This was a private premiere event for press. So, live action. Wait, which live action Superman, Grayson? There's so many. Not the new one, right? Not like the new live action Superman. Got them signed a print of Noctis and Prompto for my friend's wedding gift. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that. Oh my God. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm just going to have to go find those pictures because I think it's a shame that I don't have them posted because I just have to find out where they are. I'll find out where they are, but I'll find out later. The Superman and Lois show from CW. Oh, yeah, I can't envision that because I never watched it. But, well, no, let me just look it up. Superman and Lois. That's a show. Of course it is, Jahar. Superman and Lois drama series. Bye, sweetheart. He's also doing Derek Hale and Teen Wolf. What, Sephiroth's actor? Tyler Hoechlin? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Tyler Hoechlin. This is the, oh yeah, and he was in Teen Wolf. I've never seen Teen Wolf either. He's 37 years old. He's not that much older than me. Look at that. As shows like his movies and shows are the Superman and Lois, Teen Wolf the movie, I somehow resent the fact that like it's not important to them that he's been Sephiroth. It's important to me. Let's go to his Wikipedia. Why doesn't it say? There you go. Okay. I was like, it should be in the summary. It's important. He starred as Martin Brewer in Seventh Heaven. Seventh Heaven. Wow. And also it was Derek Hale in Teen Wolf, Superman in the CW's Supergirl, and Superman and Lois, and for voicing Sephiroth in the Final Fantasy remake franchise. That's so cool. If you told me that Sephiroth was the same person who was in Teen Wolf, I don't know what that would mean to me, but it means something. I am amused. I don't know why, but I am. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's like 4-ish years older than me. 3 and change. 3 and change. He is still active, obviously. And apparently he was he went to San Diego Comic-Con in 2013. Whoa. Television, video games. That's crazy. He's the only video game voice he's ever done is Sephiroth. And he started in Remake. He reprised it in Crisis Core Reunion and then in Rebirth. That's so interesting to me. I feel like it's not overly common for them to use voice actors that are primarily from TV shows and movies rather than other voice acting roles, right? He's not primarily a voice actor. He's primarily an actor who uses their face. I don't know how to make the distinguishment, but he's primarily an actor, a face actor. But they employed him that's so interesting. I wonder how that happened. He does a great job. I mean, I think so. I think he does a great job. Okay, so now I'm curious if he became the voice actor in Remake. I wonder, so who was, okay, hold on. My brain. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. Who's Sephiroth in Advent Children? Do 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 do. George Newbern. Yes, thank you, Kit Kat. A screen actor. He's primarily a screen actor. It's actually the same for Cloudsvia, actually. He was in Teen Wolf too? I'm screaming. I actually don't know. I don't spend a lot of time looking at voice actors. George Newbern was an American actor best known for his roles as Charlie in the ABC show Scandal. Mackenzie in Father of the Bride and its sequels Father of the Bride 2. He starred as Danny in... No, I don't know why all of a sudden I'm so interesting. He starred as Danny in Friends and has a recurring role as Julia's son Payne in Designing Women. He's also known for his long-running role as the voice of Superman in various DC media and the animated series Justice League, as well as the voice of Sephiroth in the Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts series. So the voice we hear in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 is George Newbern. Oh. And then later it becomes Tyler Hoechlin, who also is like the wait. That's so weird, you guys. So you're telling me that the voice of animated Superman was Sephiroth, right? Originally, the animated voice of Superman was Sephiroth, and then they took the live action voice of Superman and made him Sephiroth later on. That doesn't feel like a coincidence. Why is it that they want Sephiroth to kind of sound like Superman? They were like, we don't know. People who make Superman voices make good Sephiroth voices. Okay? They're like kind of adjacent. That's so interesting. Oh, that's right. It was Lance. We don't need to talk about that one. We don't need to talk about Kingdom Hearts 1 Sephiroth. I'm so sorry. I forget. Yeah, I remember that. Okay. I mean, Sephiroth is Superman because he's superhuman. That's so funny because I feel like Superman has a very like righteous tone to his voice. But I guess if you take out the righteous, wait. No, never mind. You know what? That makes sense. As I said it out, as it was leaving my mouth, I said, you know what? No, Sephiroth really do be feeling like he is, No, that makes sense, actually. I was like, well, Superman's very, like, righteous. Like, he's always doing the right thing. Sephiroth does also somewhat feel like he's doing like, he feels like it is his right. He's like an alien. It's like if Superman as, like, the alien, and you know how, like, Batman was worried that Superman was so strong and he was going to try and take over the world, so he was like, we have to kill Superman or whatever. It's like if Batman's worries about Superman were true. That's Sephiroth. He's like the superhuman alien guy that is like, you know what? I should rule the world. You're right. Puny little disgusting humans. Bow down to me. I am the rightful ruler of this land. Yeah, so that makes sense. He's just like if Superman like went off the deep end and had a mental breakdown. That is Sephiroth. So like Sephiroth in Crisis Core, when we meet him, like before he finds out who he is like Superman as a baby. Well, as like a youngin, an adolescent. It would be like if Superman found out that he was like created in a lab and then he like had a mental breakdown over it. It's all coming together. Just, oh, it makes sense actually. Hold on. It makes a lot of sense. Everyone, okay, y'all have mentioned a couple times, he also voiced Nuge. I don't know who that is. So, Sephiroth starring in Smallville with Angel as Lois. Oh my god, stop. Angel. Stop. 10-2. I only remember my girls from 10-2. I'm so sorry. Who is Nuge? Hold up. Oh, that guy. I'm so sorry, you guys. He is so incredibly forgettable for me. All of the villains in 10-2 were so incredibly forgettable, except for Miss Girl with the V down to her belly button. It's hard to forget her after the massage I was forced to give her. Yeah. Like, I remember LeBlanc, but I forget that LeBlanc was obsessed with him. You know? His hair is crazy. Like, they really said, give him a ponytail that looks like a dead tree limb. LeBlanc. Because, like, look at that. Yeah, he's got some, like, locks type thing. They're not technically braids. Maybe they were supposed to be, but they're just too low res to tell. They look more like what we in the community would call a lock, based on the thickness and texture of it that they drew. I'm literally looking at a picture of him right now. Yeah, they're locks. He's got like really big locks in his hair. And then he has like one big ponytail piece that's just like a dead branch. It's a really interesting character design. Just looked her up. LeBlanc? What did we see? There was one point, y'all, when we were looking up LeBlanc, and there's a new character in a video game whose name is also LeBlanc that looks like she's based on LeBlanc. You know what I'm talking about? Hold on, let me look her up. I'm just gonna type in LeBlanc and see who comes up. There it is. LeBlanc from League of Legends looks like LeBlanc from 10-2. Yeah, look it up, y'all, and tell me I'm wrong. I mean, League of Legends, LeBlanc has a lot of skins, but she has one skin that looks just like LeBlanc from 10-2. She's got a lot of skins, as League of Legends characters do, but I feel like it can't be a coincidence, you know? Hi, Rockmanshi. I believe time-wise that 10-2 came before. I believe timeline-wise that 10-2 came before the LeBlanc in League of Legends. But yeah, they have that same bodysuit design, and it's very fascinating. So interesting to me. So cool. So cool. 'Cause I'm like, there's LeBlanc. The outfits are wild, yo. Hold on, I'm gonna find that one, and then I'm gonna do LeBlanc, Final Fantasy X-2. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the silhouette is almost exactly the same. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's so cool to me, though. I love that. I love the idea. It sounds weird to be like, I love the idea of paying it forward, but it's just so cool to me. I'm just gonna put this in the general because I'm interested in it. So this is LeBlanc from 10-2, for those of you who've never seen her. And then this is LeBlanc from League of Legends, who came afterwards. And you can see the inspo. That's only one of her skins. A lot of her skins are very similar. There's this one. She's so cool, though. I don't play League of Legends, but I once had to do... I was working with League of Legends for some stuff. Yeah, she has like the big thing, and then she has like the side, and then like the one leg, and then like the hip out, you know? So they're not exactly the same, but you can tell that they're very much inspired by. A lot of them are. And I wonder if like they just like realize because the names are the same. Anyway. There's some character in another game, I don't recall which, that has a Lulu's dress as one of her skins. Really? Oh, you can't remember who it is? That sounds so cool. I would love to see Lulu's design on another character and see how it was like reimagined. Or if is it like a Lulu skin. That still sounds cool. That still sounds really cool because Lulu's outfit is so interesting to me. Let me Google. You know, when I was doing Ishtola's cosplay after I did Lulu's cosplay, it never occurred to me, y'all, until I did those two and put their pictures side by side, that Lulu and Ishtola have like the same upper body silhouette. Like from like hips up, Lulu and Ishtola's outfit is the same. Give or take. It is a black corset design with fur that goes around the top and sides, right? Really similar. And then really big bell sleeves. Ishtola has a collar that Lulu doesn't have, so she has a collar area. And then the skirt is totally different, right? So Lulu has a bunch of belts. And Ishtola doesn't have a bunch of belts, but she's got a bunch of different layers. I feel like it's the black mage look. You know? They were like, you know what? You're like, you know what I think a black mage needs? Some fur. A black mage needs some fur. Okay? Like, post it in general. Oh, I find it really easy. That's why they're both mistress for me. Hi, Red Mage! How are you? Oh, let me see. Oh my gosh! Wow! Wow, she has even more belts than Lulu has, by the way. Because Lulu doesn't have that many. Because, girl, where is the lower half of your torso? Where are your body parts? You would be able to see them. Girl has no lower body at all. Like, hello? Not, they put the belts up a bit high for her, but wow, you guys, I really want to redo my Lulu cosplay. I'm decently happy with it. Similar to Lightning and Ash looking very... Do Lightning and Ash... Oh my god, hold on. Welcome in, y'all. I love comparing character designs from like from the same franchise or even across franchises. I never thought about... Hold on. Ash? We're talking Ash from 13? Okay, hold on. Let me look up Lightning first. Lightning... 12. Sorry, I don't know why I said 13. Lightning is from 13. Lightning is from 13. So, Final Fantasy 13. Lightning. Okay. And then let me look up Ash, Miss Princess with the no butt from Final Fantasy 12. I'm literally just putting this up in front of my face right now because I never considered this. Oh, come here. You're kind of right. Nambi, thank you for the resub. How did I miss that? What? I can't, bruh. They even have the exact same color scheme. White, black, red, and gold. Kind of like Lightning's over jacket and Ash's like little jacket thing are different, but the underside and the silhouette is the same. Yeah, really only the hair color is different. And in a way, Ash's hair color is like kind of blonde, but in like a pinkish way. Lightning just went full pink. Do you know what I mean? It's like they took Ash from 12 and were like, what if we made her more main character? They were like, what do we do? Okay, let's give her like more of a cape and like give her like main character color, hair color, like pink. And they were like, deal. Because they're like, because she kind of was the protagonist of 12, if we're being honest. We all know that the characters we play as are more of the side characters. Ash, Fran, and Balthier are more of the main characters of 12. It's kind of a weird thing. But then they were like, what if she actually is the main character though? And then they made Lightning. I never realized. That's so cool. The line for me goes Tifa, Renoa, Garnet, Yuna, Ash, Lightning. They kind of build upon each other. Yo. Don't even get me started on Tifa, Renoa, and Garnet. Okay? You mean Tifa 2.0, and Tifa 3.0. The first time I started getting into Final Fantasy, y'all, and I saw a picture of Renoa on Twitter. I like scrolled by. I was like, oh, what a cute Tifa. I thought it was a fan drawing of Tifa in a different outfit. I was like, oh my God, she looks so cute in this outfit. I love it. And I clicked on it. And then I saw people were like, oh, I love Renoa. And I was like, who's Renoa? Who was Renoa? Because I never played, hadn't gotten that far. I was like, that's Tifa in a different outfit. Who's Renoa? I just didn't know at all that it was a different character. And then I met Garnet and I was like, now y'all are playing in my face, okay? Like, the hairstyle is slightly different. Why are y'all disrespecting Tifa? Just everyone in this comments doesn't know who Tifa is. That's crazy. Y'all are all calling. Imagine if I'd commented and been like, I don't know who you guys are talking about. This is Tifa. Fake fans. With my whole chest. Oh my God, that reminds me, guys, I kind of want to do a Garnet cosplay. I feel like an orange boiler bodysuit. I feel like I just need that moment for me. Actually. Yeah, she looks a lot like her. Okay, hold on. I'm actually screaming on the Lightning and Ash because I never made that connection. And now I feel stupid. That's so cool, though. And sorry about the whole Ash catching straight. I literally could never properly cosplay Ash because she has no derriere whatsoever. That being said, I have cosplayed Sailor Moon characters and neither do they, so maybe I could make it work. I've never really gotten a good look at Ash's outfit after playing 12 because I'm still trying to do Fran. Because 12 characters have really complex armor. Ash is with less character and then Lightning fixes that. Ash has that real big Y2K belt going on her skirt. She needs that belt. Otherwise, her skirt would absolutely just completely fall down because it has nothing to hold on to. And then look at Lightning. Oh my gosh. Also, this is kind of wild, but I'm looking at Ash from 12 and then Lightning from 13. Did your eyes not have a complete meltdown in the graphical upgrade from 12 to 13? I'm literally looking at Ash's character model and how blocky it is, and then how Lightning just looks like smooth as butter. Like, how did this happen in one game? Like, oh my goodness, it's so different. I kind of want them to redo 12 just so I can see my girl Fran in a little more HD. Know what I mean? Like, can we get some HD Fran and Balthier, please? Whoo, like we've all seen Tifa on a beach at this point. I think we could get some Fran on a beach, whatever needs to do. The game 13 is gorgeous. Whatever you feel about 13, exactly, MJ. Whatever you feel about 13, when I played it, I was like, how old is this game? How is it so beautiful? Like, ugh. 13 is one of my favorites. It doesn't seem like it would be because a lot of people don't like it. But you guys, the fact. Okay, especially coming from 12, right? Coming from 12 and going to 13. The fact that the experience I got from one character evenly distributed across my entire party. Praise the Lord. Beautiful. Beautiful. I loved that. Especially because when I played 12, when I tell you that Fran was at least 20 levels over everybody else. Constantly. I rotated out everybody except Fran. Fran was always the leader of my party, so she was just so far above everybody else. And everybody else just got rotated. Okay? Like, oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. I've never played 13-2. I still have to get to that one. But I love the experience share. I miss experience share. I know some people are like, it's a lot more work, blah, blah, blah. But like to not have it and like that, some people like that. Some people like me also like that the weapons in Breath of the Wild break down. Okay, we're all different. Yeah. I mean, I haven't gotten to 13-2 yet. I was actually pretty happy with how 13-1 ended, to be honest with you. I was like, that was a nice ending. Anyway, yeah, I will play 13-2 one day. Yes, I will. Hey, Eula. Hey, Blurg. But no, we're going to get 13-2 one day. We just had a lot to get through. We're still on our break from Final Fantasy, although I can feel the desire to go back coming. I think after my next Kingdom Hearts game, I'm going to be fully recovered from my Final Fantasy burnout so that I can start playing more Final Fantasy games again. I can go back and play Rebirth. Or maybe not Rebirth. Maybe I should go back and play like 15 or maybe finish 16. Y'all, I stopped in the middle of so many Final Fantasy games because I burnt out so badly. But like, I'm almost there. I can feel the desire to go back. Like, I wouldn't even be mad if I didn't finish Rebirth before part 3 of the 7 series comes out, because then I could like do it all together. That would be nice. That would be nice. I have to finish. Which ones do I have to finish? 8? I stopped in the middle of, towards the end of 8. I stopped in the middle of 16. And I stopped in the middle of Rebirth, or like in the early parts of Rebirth. So I will have you know that I got as far as Renoa dying in space in 8 before I quit. I wish that playthrough was saved, you guys. I low-key kind of want to start over for 8. Oh my god, I low-key kind of want to start over for 8 because, y'all, I didn't know I was supposed to catch her. I didn't know I was supposed to catch her. I thought I was just watching, and she literally just floated past me, and then they said, and she floated into space and was never seen again. And I said, huh? I said, what? Was I supposed to do something? Like, bless chat for watching with their butt on their hands, just like not telling me what to do. Y'all literally let her float past me. It was so good. So, man, yeah, 8's not that long. I wouldn't mind restarting 8 probably. Some games there's so much work. Restarting them sounds so daunting, but 8 might be an easy one to restart. It also might be like a relatively simple one to get back into. I'm not sure. We'll see. It was a good Tidust moment. A plus with 16. I'm 85% sure I remember where you left off. So am I. I have a weird memory like that, Landis. Story-wise is not what the reason I feel like I need to restart games. It's like if I got too far into the game but I forgot how to fight, but now like the enemies are strong. Do you know what I mean? That's the issue. If I got too far and I've forgotten how to like fight, especially for action-based, like in 16, then I'm gonna be screwed because the enemies are at that point I need to remember my techniques. So yeah. Yeah, I really burnt out. That's why we started Kingdom Hearts, because I needed a break from Final Fantasy, which is really funny because when you think about it, is Kingdom Hearts really a break from Final Fantasy? It's adjacent, you know? It's an adjacent move for sure. But yeah. If it was perfect. It ended up being perfect. I've loved Kingdom Hearts so much. It's like Final Fantasy fan fiction. It really feels like it. It's so good. Like, I really enjoyed the Kingdom Hearts series, you guys. It's been one of my favorite series of all time that I've played. I'm not really in a hurry to finish it because I don't want to be in the trenches with the rest of you waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4. So, I'm holding off. I'm going as slow as possible. Everyone join us. Waiting together is fun. I just want more things to play, so I'm taking my time. Oh, man. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts has been good. It's been really good to me. I'm really liking it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll go back to 16 when I have finished a year of therapy. Maybe that's my goal. I was way in too dark of a place to be playing 16. 16 was so rough on my mental health, and I was not in a good enough place to handle it. If you've played 16, you'll know what I'm talking about. So we're about halfway there. I got another 6 months or so before I can hop back in and really deal with 16. It's also really hard. The battles in that game are long. With like oh my god, they're so long. So I'm not necessarily looking forward to 16 yet. It's a beautiful game and it's really in depth and they really pulled no punches for that one. But yeah. I really want to go back to 8. The fact that I haven't finished with Renoa and Squall is kind of a shame. Especially because we met Squall in Kingdom Hearts 1. And I was like, oh, boy, I don't even know how your story technically ended. My bad. And he doesn't show up with long hair, too. I'm sorry, Leon. Leon, right. Leon. So I gotta finish that one. And then I have a Renoa cosplay to do. I do have most of the stuff for her. But I like to finish games before I do the cosplays for them. All of that said, thank you for bringing Lightning and Ash to my attention. I don't think I'll ever do an Ash cosplay, but I might try a Lightning cosplay. The thing with Lightning, though, is she's got that serious Y2K hairstyle. And I just know that's not going to look good on me. I just know it. I have no business trying to style my hair like that. with the egregious side part. I'm not seen enough for that anymore, you guys. Scene kid me would have been so happy, but me now, I don't know about all that. I do not know about all of that. So I've seen a few Lightning cosplays in person, and most people pull off the hair really well, but gotta go all the way for the Y2K hair. If I'm gonna touch Y2K again, it's probably gonna be Yuna. Either her gunner outfit or her songstress outfit. Because when I tell you, am I a Nikki fan? Am I a Yuna fan? Like, girl, the way that little thing looks like that her little like skirt looks like waves crashing. Eating. But I also love the songstress outfit a lot. It's one of my favorites. With all of the ruffles. Oh, so cute. So freaking cute. And relatively easy. So maybe I should do it. Her songstress outfit reminds me of Aqua, though. Hold on. Am I crazy? Or did I point that out when we were playing Birth by Sleep? Aqua, Birth by Sleep. I'm like, did we point that out? Because I feel like... Oh, no, yeah. Yeah. No, that's pretty obvious. It's the name for her outfit when she's singing. What the hell is going on with this? Hold up. What the? That was weird. Chat just like went down like really small all of a sudden. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Their outfits are really similar. You can tell they had like a... Okay, hold on. I gotta copy this in so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Hold on. Let me put this in the general. So this is Aqua, right? And then this is Yuna's songstress outfit, or apparently in German, Diva. And very similar silhouettes. They seem to really like giving characters sleeves that don't connect to their outfit. That seems to be like a pretty... Not even just like a Yuna Aqua thing. Riku has that as well. Like they're like, you know what she needs? Some sleeves that start at her elbows. Or like her like mid arm, right? Like right here. I think she could use some like sleeves. Like not all the way up, but like right here. And let's make them trumpet sleeves too for a little bit of drama. It looks better when they cast stuff. You know? When they're casting their spells. When they have like the big dramatic sleeves, it looks fancier. They like that. And they're not wrong. It does look good. I know one of the artists gives the outfits a lot of zippers. I still haven't figured out how to stop. Y'all bought me Kairi's outfit. You guys, the only reason I haven't done a Kairi cosplay is because I can't figure out a way to get stop the zippers from unzipping. They're huge zippers. But this outfit is stretchy. But it's a little bit too big for me. So to make the outfit fit me in like the stretch way, but it pulls on the zippers because of that. And then the zippers are this thick and I can't figure out a way to get them to unzip. But Kairi's outfit has 3 zippers that go from the top to the bottom. And for some reason, the person who made the outfit made all 3 zippers fully functional. Why did you do that? Why did you make them functional zippers? They zip from the top to the bottom of the dress. So when I go to put the dress on, you would think that the glue helps, but because of the pulling from the stretch of the fabric, Adrian, it's still not, there's so much pressure on the zipper. And because the zipper goes over my bust here, and here, and anyone with curves would understand that there's the most tension in those places when it's like a actual like stretch fabric, it just pulls on and they just go and the whole dress just opens. I might have to solder that. I might have to legitimately solder the zippers together, like melt the inside teeth. Actually, now that I've said that, I do have a soldering iron. Like, it will look ugly on the inside, but I might have to go as far as actually soldering the zippers together so that they don't function. Like, melt the plastic. Yeah. Just, yeah, the glue gun isn't, it's not enough. The glue gun isn't enough because I've tried that. The glue gun isn't enough because I have tried that. And the outfit is made kind of a up and down. It doesn't have a lot of curves in it. And I do. And, you know, Kyrie doesn't. So I get why you'd make it like that. But it does not actually fit a woman's body very well. So I got to figure out a way to have it fit right, but the zippers still function properly. I'm going to figure it out, though. I pulled it out of my closet the other day because I want to do Kyrie, but then I also have the 3 things I need to buy, and I can do the Konishi cosplay. Because I have Konishi's dress, and I have tights, and I have the heels, and I have the glasses. So I just need the undershirt and the ruffles, which I put in the cosplay supply list, if y'all are interested in helping me with that. But those are like my next 2 ones that I really want to focus on. I'm going to do Yuffie again. I'm going to do Yuffie again and Tifa again. I haven't done Tifa in years, and I'm going to revamp Tifa because she deserves it. Anyway, now I got back with Aqua here. Let me start this game. How? Oh, we really got to yapping, huh? Part of me is just like, well, I want to play the game, but like I really enjoy talking about the different outfits like across Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. I didn't even realize so many of them are so similar. And so like inspired, you know? So cool. Now it's got me thinking about like the Final Fantasy VI costume design. Final Fantasy VI has one of my favorite costume designs of all of the games. But they're also the hardest to replicate because if you've seen the designs from 6, there's so many different fabric patterns and whatnot involved in one outfit that making it is a huge undertaking. So I've never cosplayed a character from Final Fantasy VI, but I would love to. But it would just be, I feel like I'd have to like build up scraps and scraps over time, you know? Landis, that is terrible. That's terrible. But okay, it is already 12:30. I'm so sorry. We really got to yapping. Okay, but before we keep going, I would like to know, across the Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts games that we have played so far, so nothing that I haven't played, can y'all tell me who, if you can dare, this is kind of a hard question. I don't even know if I could do it. Can you tell me who what your favorite character design is? Not character, but like their outfit. Whose design do you think of when I say who's your favorite character from Kingdom Hearts up until where we're at now, or in Final Fantasy? I'll give you 2 if you ever played a Final Fantasy game. If you haven't, don't worry about that one. Yeah, character design. Gunner Yuna, Roxas, Yuna's black mage costume, Auron, Aqua. Okay. Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. I love Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. Yeah, that's a good one. I also love Kingdom Hearts 2 Riku's outfit quite a lot. Hey, Luntia, we're putting in our favorite character design from Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy. Wake up. Answer the question. I don't know if I knew about the character I want to say from 15. Fair enough. Okay. Sora's final form. Okay. Did you really, Kit Kat? That's amazing. Kingdom Hearts 2 Riku. Okay. Titus. I can't pick just one. It's really hard. Yeah, I didn't get that far in 15. I think I only got through, ended up fighting Titan. Is as far as I got. Maybe Zigbar. Okay. Riku's Dark Knight and Fran from 12. Ooh. I love Fran's design from 12, but it pisses me off. It's so hard to make. And some Seeker of Darkness. How do you know that somebody's evil, you guys? A key note in any Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy game, if somebody is really evil, they about to have a waistcoat that goes all the way down to their navel. Okay? Because in Square Enix's worlds, evil people are also bad bees. Okay? All right. Just because Anthem Seeker of Darkness has that V. It's so good. And so does Sephiroth. And so does LeBlanc. I love it. I love Arden's office so much. There's so much going on. Okay. Jill's design in 16. Oh, wow. Wait! Namudi, you just made me think of something. Jill's design in 16. Jill's design in 16. Hold on. I'm cooking with something. I'm cooking. Hold on. Final Fantasy 16. Jill. Oh my gosh. Doesn't her outfit kind of look like Yuna's songstress outfit, but with like a lot more going on? Hold on a minute, you guys. Look at this. I'm putting it in the Discord so you can see. Look at, can you see the Aqua to Yuna to Jill pipeline? Do you see it? Just with the vest, with like the flowy skirt, with the blue and the white. I'm screaming. Just hold on a minute. It's like a Pokemon evolution. It keeps getting more and more complicated. I don't cosplay dark. My usual everyday clothes are in his color scheme: black t-shirt, white sleeveless vest, beige gray pants. The way Jill has Aqua's side part and Yuna's braid. She has Yuna's braid. But yeah, with like Tifa's like long hair. You're right. Oh my gosh. She's like Tifa and Yuna combined. That's so crazy. Oh, thank you, Rika. I will pin this. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I've seen Kingslave. The organization, the simple cloak going such a long way. Love Vivi in the more updated version of his Black Mage. 12 has some amazing styles. It's hard to pick one. Oh my god, MVVP. I love Vivi's design. I love Vivi's design as like a classic like mage design. Valkyrie anime character. You're gonna have to find it, Coco. You can't bring it up and then not tell me because I want to know. I want to see. That's so interesting. Okay, I love that Ansem, SOD, and Old Man Master Xehanort have the same fit, but Ansem is showing off that hottie body. Basically, Xehanort's just like, well, now that I have this young body, I'm going to be evil and serve. Before, I was just doling out evil. Now that I'm young, I'm serving evil. Xehanort, probably. Basically. As soon as his back straightened up, he was like, just started voguing. That's actually why he wanted to tear his body the entire time, just so he could vogue. Oh my gosh. Ding, 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 ding. Vivi should have been a doll for Lulu. Oh my god, you're right, Tristan. Vivi should have been a doll for Lulu. I would have, if it was like an unlockable one, because like, you know, like some of the dolls, like you have to like go through some effort to get. I would have gone through heaven, hell, and earth to get a Vivi doll in Lulu's hands. Well and truly. I would have loved that. Also, I'm so glad that Vivi is in Kingdom Hearts. I'm glad that he's there. My joints don't hurt anymore, starts voguing. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. He craved the V-neck. Truly, Snakey did. Oh my god. Wow. Aqua to Yuna. Actually, hold on. Wait, what year did Birth by Sleep come out? And then what year did 10-2 come out, you guys? I don't know if I'm doing Aqua and Yuna in the right order. But like honestly, if you didn't know Aqua and Yuna's songstress that well, Tentu was first. Okay, hold on. I literally have it on my screen. Yuna to Aqua to Jill pipeline. Thank you. There we go. Gotta make sure I'm saying that right. It's the songstress Yuna to Aqua to Jill pipeline. Ooh. So cool. I love it. Jill's outfit is like really complex though in comparison. They definitely wanted to give it more of a knight sort of feel. I feel like Aqua and Yuna's outfits are very fantasy in like a there's probably actual technical terms for this, but like magic fantasy. And then Jill is like fantasy in like a Renaissance type, more realism grounded fantasy. Are there different terms for those kind? I don't know if one's high fantasy or not, but like Yuna and Aqua are more like magical, while Jill is more like knights and horses. Yeah, medieval. Thank you. Yeah, that probably makes sense. High versus medieval fantasy. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. So like Yuna and Aqua's outfits aren't overly practical, but they don't need to be. It doesn't matter. And Jill has more of a knight sort of look to her. She's got chainmail in her outfit and stuff like that. And it actually like covers her body and whatnot. High fantasy usually doesn't require that for characters, especially female ones. That's so cool though. That's so cool. I love to see that. It almost is kind of cool to see how like these designs have stayed so prevalent within the community and like throughout the games, even though these are all different games and that are with different characters set in different worlds, that you can see kind of the pipeline and the inspiration from one character to the next. If you'd asked me earlier, I would have said that like 12 and 13 are a bit more of outliers in terms of style, but I guess 12 and 13 are really similar to each other, which I never thought about. All I see when I look at 16 is 14 without all of the tech. More or less, yeah. Yeah. It's like 14 without all of the tech and a lot more racism. So it sucks. I wouldn't want to live there. Just saying. I would not want to live. If I could pick a Final Fantasy or a Kingdom Hearts world to live in. You know what's sad? Kingdom Hearts, out of like all of them, is like drawing wise, the cutest. It's like really like poppy and colorful and stuff. But I don't know that I would want to live in any of the Kingdom Hearts games because stuff be happening. And like they are always on the precipice of a world completely disappearing, being eradicated, your soul being taken from you and turned into an evil minion that might be later turned into a clone of an old man. Like there is never a moment of actual peace in a Kingdom Hearts game. Like, okay, like, but like Twilight Town. If I could live in Roxas's version, in Roxas's simulated version of Twilight Town, completely unawares, that's where I would live. Nobody tell me this place isn't real. Don't do that. Don't come for me and ask me to save nothing. I'ma hang out here with my friends in forever summer vacation. We can't go to the beach. That's fine. It's fine if I can never go to the beach. I don't even like the beach. We'll plan it. We can't go. You know, I'll just 7 days on loop. I can do that. That's fine. That's what I'm saying. 16's world is horrible, Ludia. Literally the worst. Because like they were saying, it's like 14's world, but with less technology and more racism. And it's dirtier. And there's corpses everywhere. It's horrible. I would never live in 16's world. Which world would I live in? 8 might not be so bad. 8 might not be so bad. 6, I would probably have died already. I would have died in 6 for sure. You know what though? 7, I might live in Final Fantasy VII's world. They're doing okay over there. Like that looks like a place that's doing all right. Not even in Midgar, like in like Costa del Sol or something. You know what I mean? Like put me in Costa del Sol in 7. That seems like the most normal world right now. 6, I would be dead. Definitely. 8, I'd probably have to be a child soldier, so no thank you. I'm not built for that. 9 just kind of look boring, to be honest with you. Like, it's fine over there, but they don't have like a lot. Nothing too bad is happening, but they don't also have anything real fun, you know? Links don't work here, but you can send it to a mod, Coco, and they can do it for you. I don't want to live in 10. I'll live in 10 minus sin. So you can't do that, Hikari. You can't live in 10 without sin. I guess you could live in 10 too then. 10 2 without sin? Yeah, Spira after 10 is probably fine. 12? Yeah, Rabanastre seems like a pretty cool place. I feel like you might get mugged in the alleyways. But like, that's no different from where we're living right now. Like, you probably will get mugged in Rabanastre if you're not careful, but I think that's okay. A little mugging here and there. Probably by our actual main characters. Yeah. 14 post Bahamut would probably be fine. As long as I'm not a warrior of light. I just want to be a normal person, for real. I'm not trying to be a warrior in any of these universes. Basically, the idea is if I could live as a bystander in any of these places, how quickly would I die or run into trouble? And in a lot of the Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts places, that would result in your immediate death or eradication. Pretty much everyone in Kingdom Hearts, if you're not a hero, then you're dead. So, you know. I want to live in Faerun. Which Final Fantasy game is that? I don't think that's a Final Fantasy game. Faerun. Isn't that a Baldur's Gate game? Is that a D&D term? City? That's what I thought. I was like, what? Baldur's Gate. Would you live in Traverse Town? Probably not. A lot be happening in Traverse Town. I'd probably catch a few strays over there, to be honest with you. I'd probably catch some strays in Traverse Town. I'm not really looking to catch, so. Evilise is such a vast world with spin-offs. I'd be able to explore everything. I'm not really trying to explore. I want to just like live in one place and be really nice. Oh my gosh. Wait, whose character was this again? It's like reminiscent of which character, Coco? Hold on, I'm looking back to what you said. Because my brain, we've been talking so much, I kind of forgot, low-key. Jill, you're right. You're right. Hold on. Scroll. Whoa. Valkyrie profile. That's very anime. And then Lance's like, she looks like KOS MOS from Xenosaga. Apparently a lot of characters look like a lot of characters as we're learning. Yeah. Oh my gosh, okay. Evil, but yeah. That's, I don't know. Kingdom Hearts, probably not. Definitely nowhere in 16. 15 maybe. I haven't played a lot of 15, but the people seem to be doing relatively fine in the Final Fantasy 15 universe. For the most part. 14, I'd probably live in a lot of places in 14. I would want to live, oh man, it's been so long since I played 14, so I forget the name of the cities. What's the big city that looks like Japan? That's where my apartment is in 14. That's where I would live. If I had a choice. Kugane, thank you. I would live in Kugane. I'd have a good time there. I am simple. I would live there. 13. 13 seems to be having some problems, so probably not. 12. Rabanastre. Yeah. Never played 11. Never played 11. 10. I'd live in 10 too. And maybe like a Besaid. Or a Spira. Besaid might be too small for me, to be honest. 9. I don't think I'd want to live in 9. I'm just not amused. Too many airships. Too much airship travel in 9. And cockroaches running the airships. 8. Maybe 7. Definitely. Yeah. Just not in Midgar. Not in Midgar. 6. No. The whole world was screwed in 6. And I have never played anything below 6. So yeah. Yeah. And I wouldn't want to be a Keyblade Master. No. Yeah, maybe close to Del Sol. That seems pretty cool. Seems nice over there, Moises. Here's a question for chat. I made in the Discord. If you were in the Kingdom Hearts world, would you be a Keyblade wielder or someone with their own personal non-Keyblade weapon? I would be a bystander. I'm not trying to fight nobody. I'm not trying to fight nobody. That's not my calling. Yeah, that's MJ. Yeah, yeah. Give me my Keyblade. I would be a retired Keyblade master, but I would like to load up into the world once my retirement has already hit. Just insert the memories of how awesome I was into my head, please. That's all I need. That is all I need. I don't actually need to have any of the battle. I just want to be like, oh, those were the days when I'm awesome. I don't want to be old, though. I want to be retired at the age I am now, 34. So that I can spend the rest of my days not fighting. I don't want to be a teacher either. No, no pupils. I'm not worried about no pupils. Okay? No. I'm not going to be a bad dad. Yeah. I think Larxine's powers would eat lightning? Yeah. 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 I think so too. Wait, here's a question for you guys. If you could choose between lightning and fire, so like a Larxene or an Axel, only those two. Lightning and fire, lightning and fire, lightning and fire. Which would you pick? Would you rather have the power of lightning or the power of fire? Both are extremely destructive, but that's why I want to know. I find them similar in their destruction capabilities. Especially because lightning can start a fire, but you know. Fire, fire, lightning, fire, lightning. We got lightning. You're gonna go fire. Lightning if I had to pick between the two. Fire for sure. Lightning. More uses, I think. Lightning, hands down. She moves quick. That's true. Fire, I think. Lightning so I can scream thunderclap. Okay, I'm gonna be so for real with you guys. If this were the world of the Avatar, I would pick fire. Because you know how in the world of the Avatar, fire, when you get really, really good at fire magic, you actually can use lightning. Right? Because you can like direct the lightning like Azula. But assuming I had to pick between the two, I would pick lightning. And it's for a really shallow reason. I would pick lightning, and I would just make sure that no matter what other moves that I had a move like Urbosa where I could snap and lightning would strike. Because if I could do that, you could literally not even speak to me about anything. Just right there. That's what I want. I want to snap my fingers and have a lightning strike as a result. Also, I could go to California, I could strike some bushes, and then there would be a forest fire. So like I could have both when you think about it. You know, I might just like carry some bushes with me. And when the fight starts, I'll just like throw the bushes around. AoE, straw throwing. And I'd throw straw around the field. And then I would lightning strike my enemies, and all of the straw would ignite. And it would be like fire. If I did that, though, I'd probably hurt myself for real. You want to strike people down with lightning. Lightning is just fun. Axel snapped his fingers and burned Vexen alive. That was cute. Let's all take a moment to remember that lovely moment in time. That was nice. That was a nice time. Glad we all took a moment to acknowledge how great that was. Okay. Oh, so good. Yeah. Oh, though, speaking of snapping and fire, anybody here a fan of Full Metal Alchemist? Because now I'm thinking Now I'm thinking of Colonel Mustang when he's fighting Lust, right? And he's going, pew, and then with the Inferno, pew, with the Inferno. So like you really either lightning or fire, you could snap and really have the fanfare. Like it would be very, either way, it could be very cool. Just, that would be good. Love me some Mustang. He really did that. He really did that. Love that scene. Love that scene right there. He said, and another thing. And another thing. And another thing. Whoo! That was good. That was good. I love that. That was so satisfying. So really, fire or lightning, I'd be good with. I'd be good with either. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, with this summer, just pick ice. Nah, I can't be cold no matter what. If I had ice, I'd be like, let me cool myself down. I'd immediately be freezing and be like, I need to go back out in the sun. Did you see the edit someone did of that scene with How Does It Feel to Be Helpless song from Epic the Musical? You better link that in the Discord right this second, Sprinkle. Drop whatever you're doing. Only problem is the rain. Not in this universe. This is an alchemy comedy. We're talking about magic, not alchemy. Alchemy is science. Okay. I didn't ask for a little science. There's no law of equivalent exchange here. We can use it at our will. Okay. We are the Urbosas, the Larxines, and the Axels of the world. The Azulas. The Zuko's. Okay. That's so funny. I might imagine doing that scene together. I wonder, I don't know how voice acting works, if they were in like different booths, but if they like filmed it like side by side. And she was like, oh my God, honey, you did so good when you were killing me. And he was like, oh my God, your screams were so realistic. I was like, oh my God, I'm killing her. And then they just like squealed and giggled together. And they're like, that was amazing. I really thought like you were like dying. She's like, oh my God, thank you so much. I thought you were like literally so angry. Crazy. Do I ship Roy and Adisa? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I don't feel like Full Metal Alchemist is one of those shows that really calls for really any sort of romance. Personally, like I'm pretty neutral about any ships that exist in Full Metal Alchemist, including the canonic ones. Because like, it's as someone who's a huge fan of romance, I just think the show flourishes without it. It's a very like backseat sort of feeling. I feel like Roy and Risa are good characters without that. Do I think that they work well together? Sure, also. Would I read or watch a fan fiction with the two of them? Absolutely. But I would read a lot of stuff, so it doesn't really matter. As far as Katara and Aang or Katara and Zuko, I actually don't have a ship for that. The only actual ship that I really stand behind in terms of Avatar The Last Airbender is Avatar Korra. And it's been so long. I watched this show when I was a kid, you guys. But that really, that woman that basically looks like Shigo without the face paint. Who was like kind of her rival for a while. And then they just like dumped the guy that was in the middle. And I was like, this makes so much more sense to me, actually. Yeah, I'll stand behind that ship. But the rest of them, I'm just like, yeah, you guys do what you want. I don't really. Aang honestly getting married to anyone didn't feel realistic to me at the end of the day. It felt a little like, yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. But like, I don't know what it is about some of the old show ships, you guys. The romance was just not convincing back in the day. Even when characters got together, you were just like, okay, yeah, it seems like that's just what they wanted. You know what I mean? Like even like Sasuke and Sakura. Okay, I guess Naruto and Hinata. Okay, sure. Yeah, Ino and Sai. I guess like all of them are just like Shikamaru and the fan lady. Like, and all of them are just like none of them were overly convincing. You were just like, oh, okay. It was almost just like, well, when you've only got a few villages to choose from, or when we don't really know nobody else, I guess. It's kind of how a lot of the old TV show ships are. Even like Goku and Vegeta. Actually, let me hop off Vegeta. Vegeta and Bulma are an exception. Vegeta and Bulma are an exception. Let me hop off that one. But like Goku didn't feel like he really cared overly much about anybody. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, yeah. Most of the time it was just like that's how the story goes. They didn't spend a lot of time because but I mean the focus of a lot of these old shows was the action, not the romance. So the romance was kind of an afterthought. So like they didn't spend any time developing it. You know? They didn't spend any time developing it because that wasn't the point. So that's why I don't really think of any of these. People are like, "What's your ship from these old shows?" And I'm like, I mean, unless it was like a magical girl show, they didn't really care about. They didn't really put any effort into that. So I don't know. I'm not convinced of really any of them. I agree with that, Hikari. Gaara and Naruto have a better friendship, and then Naruto and Shiki and Tamara. Then Sakura and Sasuke's relationship. Correct. I really don't know how that works at all. I was rooting for Naruhina, but Naruto has zero convincing there. I think I don't even know how we got here. I don't even know how we got here, you guys, but I'm happy to be talking with you. I think that Naruto and Hinata make sense because they were spending a lot of time with how Hinata like cared for him and like how she sacrificed herself for him during the war and stuff. But then I feel like they just kind of dropped that storyline and then picked it back up in Boruto and they were like, they're married now. And you're like, oh. Okay. You know what I mean? I kind of wish that we like you never really got to see Naruto fall in love with Hinata. You got to see how much Hinata loved Naruto, but you never really got to see how Naruto fall in love with Hinata in that way. And that would have been cool to see. That would have been nice. A little reciprocation because she is awesome and she did care for him and, you know, she does deserve it. I probably would have been absolutely incensed if they actually tried to shoehorn Naruto and Sakura together. That would have been crazy. Was it in the movie? Ugh. They really said, you guys have an hour and a half to watch this. Yeah. The Shikamaru and Tamari they were fine. There was a bit of a setup for it. No, I remember when they got married. I remember, but it's just you don't get to. Y'all gotta remember that we saw Hinata caring for Naruto from Naruto, the actual show Naruto, all the way through Shippuden. So maybe I'm not being fair because some people fall in love in like a span of a movie. But when you compare the across hundreds of episodes of seeing Hinata's feelings for Naruto from childhood to adolescence to adulthood, they just didn't have a way. They never spent any time of like a slow reciprocation. He was too busy trying to be the Hokage and save the world. And then they were like, oh, I guess we should probably, okay, he likes her now, or he recognizes everything she's done for him. But it was just so quick. But I mean, it's going to be quick compared to the seasons previously. But I'm, in an ideal world. As far as Sakura and Sasuke, obviously we saw Sakura's side. Honestly, that's kind of like the drag of Naruto as a show, as a shonen, is that we saw a lot of like the female characters spending a lot of time focusing on being in love. Our two mains, Hinata and Sakura. And then the male characters basically not noticing them. If not directly rejecting them, over and 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 over again, until it basically kind of felt like they wore them down, and then they got married. It's kind of how that show feels. And you're like, All right. Okay. But again, romance was not the focus of Naruto, so like I'm not mad at it. It's just like whatever. So yeah, it's just like that's not the focus. The focus was about Naruto becoming the Hokage. And that's fair. That's fair. Ding, 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 ding. The author admitted he can't write women. He wasn't trying to. I mean, he was like a little bit, but they weren't the focus for a reason. Man's too busy fighting wars to find love. Fighting wars, talking villains down from murdering entire villages. Well and truly. Just like, hey, I know you're sad, but how about you resurrect everybody? Eh? And they're like, "No, okay. Because you're the first person who was so nice and sat here to talk to me. I'll do it." I don't ship Luffy with anybody. In my mind, Luffy is aromantic. I cannot even fathom Luffy having a romantic relationship with anybody. It just doesn't make sense to me in my head. But like, I just don't see that as something he's interested in character-wise. So Luffy will never be in a ship that I have. I just couldn't imagine it. So Luffy and Nami, I'm not there for you for that. But I guess One Piece, I don't really think of it romantically either. There's not a whole lot of romance that I think about for One Piece. I think that one of the most beautiful parts of One Piece are the depictions of friendship and loyalty. I think One Piece is one of the best anime. It takes so long, but it's one of the best animes that depicts friendship and brotherhood, family, found family. Like that, those are what I think One Piece really excels at. Like, ugh, so good. Every relationship he's built with people, with his brothers, his found brothers, his crew. Ugh, so excellent. So fantastic. I love it. The only ship Luffy's interested in is the Going Merry. If there's like a word for being romantically interested in like food, then that's what Luffy and Goku are. Because I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that gets them going. Honestly. It's like a big old steak. Like, Ding, 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 ding. And then you have Fairy Tail on the ship that'll never be canon, even though they love each other. You know what? I would pick Boa. Miss Boa Hancock, because she deserves it. I mean, Goku has 2 sons, so LGBTQ people can have children. Societal pressures exist, and children are easy to make. Ain't no college degree or education needed. Hey, Socia, how you doing? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, but Oda didn't tease us with the possibility of romance like Kishimoto did. That's true. That is true. That is true. But man, I don't even know how we got on this topic, you guys. I know you're like, oh, it's break time. I feel like I should just turn this into a just chatting stream since it's the weekend and then come back on Monday with the rest of Tui at this point. Just heading out. Take care. Take care. Oh, I have a question for you guys while we're on the topic of anime before I forget. Should I watch Solo Leveling? Is it actually as hype as people say? I know that a lot of you people in chat have some serious anime experience. So let me know, as someone who has seen much of the anime, if you can chime in if you've seen it, would you recommend it? Is it gory? I don't know anything about it. Gory, huh? Chi-Chi and Goku, the lavender marriage would gag the world. Oh, it's gory. Gory like Parasite gory? Because there was like a lot of hype around Free Ren. Okay, I know I asked, but just for future reference, and this is like absolutely no shade, GZ, the way the word mid triggers me so freaking bad. Please don't use it. You can be like, it's fine. But the amount of people, the term just reminds me of incels on the internet giving unsolicited like opinions about women. That's what I hear when I see that word. So I'm just like, please don't. No shade, you're good. It's fine. Okay. Because I was trying to find something to watch next. So rather than Solo Leveling, I think I'm gonna watch that K-pop movie where like the K-pop superstars fight the demon pop band. As I said that sounded weird, but I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I've seen some hype around that. And I'm like, I think I'm gonna try that one. Okay, so now everybody's happy. Everybody's like, no, that one is good. That one's fun. Okay, good to know. K-pop Demon Hunters. That's right. Okay. Okay, so if that one is actually fun, then I will watch that. Because I was like, I've been seeing some stuff about it, and then Kenny mentioned it. I want to watch it with my stepdaughter because she's a big K-pop fan. And so he thought that we would enjoy it, so I want to watch that with her. Okay, so good to know. That one is actually as good as people say. Okay. Because I just like saw some discourse where people were saying like Free Run and Solo Leveling were like the best animes of the year. Or like they were like debating between Free Run and Solo Leveling, and I was like, well, I love Free Run, so should I watch Solo Leveling? But it seems like you guys don't really like it that much, so maybe I really won't worry about it. I don't know. Good music, huh? I saw something else that like the husband of the woman that made the K-pop Demon Hunters show also made something really popular. Do you know what I'm talking about? Hey, Sarahology. Is that what it was? Maybe they were upset. I mean, I'll get to it eventually. There's just so many TV shows lately. It's kind of hard to keep up, and you got to pick and choose what you want to spend your time on. You know. A lot of current shonen and main character is too powerful to be interesting. Why does it sound like it was based on a manga or like a manhwa? Is it? Is that right? Because the name sounds familiar, but I know I've never seen the show. So, that's probably why. Is it like a tower-based one? Where he's like literally like leveling through a tower? That might be a different one. That might be Tower of something. Tower of God. Thank you. Tower of God. That's the other one. Okay. So it is a Korean web novel. So it's manhwa. Okay. Tower of God is the other one that I read a little bit of. They haven't made that one into an anime yet, right? You know? Oh, they did. Oh, change the category? Sure. We can change it into just chatting. I'm probably going to be done here in just a minute, though. I prefer the manhwa to the anime. That makes sense. Tower of God is good. I feel off because I lost my place. Okay, so watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Okay, and then my second question. Should I watch... Wait, what's the name? Cowboy Bebop or Samurai Champloo? Which one should I watch first? Cowboy Bebop or Samurai Champloo? I need to know. Rika, oh man. Thank you for the hydrate. Watch both. Oh my god. I'm seeing mostly Bebop first and then Champloo. I have watched Dungeon Meshi. I liked it pretty good. I'm really in my D&D phase, so I watched Dungeon Meshi, and then I'm currently listening to the book series Dungeon Crawler Carl, and it's really, besides the fact that they cook everything, it's kind of reminiscent of that. I'm really in my D&D nerd phase, so I enjoyed Dungeon Meshi quite a bit. I was surprised how serious it got, to be honest. So I'm excited for the second season. With the concept that like you're a player so you can get your life back, the fact that they've taken advantage of that to make it like pretty decently gory was something I admired. I feel like some animes pull back a bit too hard on the gore, but like some also, there's like a middle ground. There's like gory for the sake of gore, but then there's like if you consider the situation, there should be more death. Do you know what I'm talking about? Am I being weird? Does that make sense? There's some stuff where they're just like, this is needlessly gory, but then they're just like, feels a little bit like considering the situation. And then so when they come to like right in the middle of like, this is what one would expect as a consequence of the actual situation that's being described here, I feel like Dungeon Meshi is right there. I feel like what happens makes sense. Obviously, a lot of the characters still have quite a bit of plot armor, but in terms of like the other characters around them, I like that. I like how it goes. It's fun. The fights were fun. The characters were fun. And I feel like Dungeon Meshi was the first anime that I'd seen in a while where one of the main characters had like a different hairstyle every day. And I still knew who she was. I was like, wow, I still know who that is. Crazy. I did a cosplay from Dungeon Meshi. I did sit this. Okay. And started Bebop, and I've been enjoying both. Okay, I'm gonna do Bebop first then. There's adequate sensible gore, and then there's just Devilman gore. Start off goofy and sweet, and then smack you with the serious feels. That's my favorite, though, y'all. I love that formula. I love the start off goofy and sweet, and then things get serious. I prefer that over serious immediately. I feel like when something starts off really serious, really immediately, you're almost like immediately desensitized to how extreme everything is. And but like you can really feel the turn in mood when things start really fun and lighthearted and then slowly become and kind of stay really serious. It really shows some shifts. It was fun. I like that one. I have never watched Devilman Crybaby, but I've heard of it. Kind of the formula One Piece used, right? Yeah. I mean, a much longer game there, but yes. Gintama used it as well. Much longer game. I feel like the first few seasons of Gintama are lighthearted, like slapstick comedy, and then one day it became serious and they didn't go back. If you like anime like that, I recommend Welcome to the NHK. Would I ever do streams where I watch or react to episodes of anime or shows with chat? Gintama is excellent. You should watch it, Namidi. It just takes a while, but if you're fine with that, it's so good. The character development in that. Oh, okay. I mean, that sounds really fun, but I feel like the copyright issue. I don't think I can do that with a lot of anime. I know some streamers do it with like Love Island and stuff like that, but they're a lot less particular about copyright. A lot of these Crunchyroll shows wouldn't really allow that. I'm like, that sounds fun. I was just like, I was trying to think of the logistics, and I was like, YouTube would absolutely not allow me to do that. If anything, it would be like in like a Discord party night or something, where like I would like throw up an anime and like you guys could like we could all jump into like a big Discord call. And then we could like watch it together because we've done that for movies. We watched a few Ghibli movies like that together back in the day, and we all watched Advent Children together in Discord as well. We did a little Advent Children watch party because that would be kind of fun. Kind of makes me feel like I should like schedule a day where we can be like Cowboy Bebop watch party or something. You know? If I could find a way to like watch Cowboy Bebop in the Discord and you guys could just like watch it so you could see me react to it, I guess. I'm not exactly sure how we do it. But if I could figure out a way to set it up, it might be fun. Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is a shorter show, right? Like 24 episodes, maybe? I can't remember because it's still back in the day when shows were really long. But I don't think it has like the same length as like an Inuyasha or a Yu Yu Hakusho or a One Piece or a Naruto or anything like that. I think it's a short one. Le Cowboy, Le Bebop. Le Bebop of the cows and the boys. I get Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo mixed up. A show that I actually need to revisit because I never finished it is Trigun. I never finished it, but I want to go back and watch it because it was really interesting to me. I just love characters that are goofy, but also like have like a past that they're like kind of covering up, which very much felt like Bash the Stampede. I liked it. I forgot why I didn't finish it. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with those ones. But yeah, because we ended up talking for like a really that's literally goofy. Would you be into anime that has nothing but silliness and nonsense like Nichijou or Sakamoto? Is Sakamoto the ex-assassin anime? Where he like works in a convenience store or runs a convenience store now? Is that what that one is? I feel like I was watching a little bit of that with my husband a few weeks ago. And to be honest, I'm going to say probably not. To be honest, probably not. I was enjoying it well enough. I was enjoying it well enough, but I think I need more conflict. It's like the reason I can't play Animal Crossing. I was like, this is really fun. But like once I stopped watching it, I just didn't feel any desire to go back because there wasn't like plot for me to like want to know what happens next. It was just like a fun, lighthearted show. You know what I mean? So I enjoy it, but it's hard for me, like in the middle of all the busyness, it's hard for me to go back to shows like that. I need like a reason to like want to find out what happens next. So I needed more conflict typically. I've never seen Nichijou, but the name makes sense. Every day, day-to-day life. 26 episodes on Crunchyroll and a movie. Cool. Cool. All right. Well, I'm just going to end stream early then today. And probably just going to call my stepdaughter and see if she wants to come over and watch this movie with me. The K-pop Demon Hunters one. And if she doesn't, then I'll watch it by myself. I actually don't even know if she's awake. She's 17, so she might still be asleep. Yeah, I like the opportunity to just chat with y'all. Oh, this was fun. I like the opportunity to just chat with y'all. Y'all are a wealth of knowledge as to like help with recommendations and stuff. I love talking about the different costumes. Y'all know I am obsessed with the character design. Like, yes, you'll love it. Tell us how it was at next stream, please. I'm kind of surprised it's just a movie. Everyone seems to love it so much. I'm wondering like why it's not like a TV show, but maybe they'll make it into a TV show. Okay, but I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make sure this isn't in the. I'm gonna change the name so this isn't mistaken as a Tui VOD, but I think I'll leave it up on YouTube for anyone who wants to just like enjoy the yap session later on It was a nice conversation to me listening while doing homework. I'm glad. Oh, no worries, Adrian. We were able to talk about the costumes. It'd be like a podcast for people. It is giving podcast. The world ends with yap. Yeah. That way you guys can, if you all want to watch it later, if you missed it, then you can watch it, but I probably won't get like a lot of views or anything. My first time in chat, it was great. Well, glad you were here. Normally I play a game, but I just got so involved in talking to y'all that so much time passed. Y'all, can you believe back in the day when I was a baby streamer, I only used to stream every day for 2 hours. I used to stream every day for 2 hours. I can't imagine having enough time to do anything with only 2 hours. Like, no wonder it took me like 50,000 streams to finish Breath of the Wild. I only streamed for 2 hours. And you can imagine how much I talked while I played, so I barely made any progress. Those were the days. I didn't even care about progress. I just wanted to play. I just wanted to dye Link's outfit, cut grass, and really run for my life from Guardians. You know? Memories. Memories all alone in the moonlight. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. If y'all are new here, you can find me. I am live on even numbered days, meaning any day where the date is an even number. So today is the 28th. So I will be back on the 30th. And then I will be back on the 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th, etc. Maybe not the 4th, because that's the 4th of July. But you know, America. Yeah. So you can find me on even numbered days. I post shorts in the days in between, and we are currently in the middle of kind of making a new YouTube series. So keep your eye out for that, but it's going to take a while. It's going to take a lot of filming, take everything we need to get it going. But I'm excited about the idea. That's all I'm going to say. And so, yeah, so many games waiting for you. It's going to be so fun. Okay. I love you guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.